So, yeah, in our last game, you guys successfully were able to get the books from Corvala. You talked her into handing over the books using some clever spell use of charm person to hand over the books that she had so you can sell them for her and then send her the money. And this way it also ensures that she'll stop using the book to make a copy to get into Candlekeep. You also, Hemlock went down into their basement, snuck down there to see what was going on, and she found well, she didn't sneak, she was on like her clothes as a little spider and then hopped off. And she found these two trunks. One of them had books in it that she couldn't open, and the other one she was able to pop open that had turn this down. And it had money in it, also this heart. At that point, Corvala started walking down the steps, and Hemlock jumped inside. But how did that end? I remember you jumped inside, she went to go lock it, and then I believe Mildred
popped out and charmed person again.
Oh yeah, she did.
I spoke with her telepathically.
Yeah, like a distraction of some sorts. But then
Hemlock... I thought she was going to open it, not lock it.
Yeah. She was just going to lock it. I can't hear you, Britt. Are they plugged in or are they battery? What are they? I don't see a wire. Oh, it's in your hair? Gotcha. Nope. Speaking of which, I don't think we heard... Oh, a little bit. Say something?
Hello.
It's so low. For me, anyway.
Why?
Just turn up your volume on my Discord.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, it's just low. Is she low for everybody?
Not. Oh,
Say something again.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
That's better.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's a little low, but not too bad.
Right.
Jumped up. Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So yeah, what did you do again? You charmed her too?
I charmed her. She opened it up, and I was like, "No!" and I charmed her. And then we were saying we were playing hide and seek.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. You said you played hide and seek, and then Mildred kind of jumped in on that too, right? To convince her. Yeah, that was pretty funny. It was clever. It was really clever. So I liked it a lot. So yeah, you guys got out of there. You went back to Candlekeep. You reported back to Snapple. You told him what was going on. He seemed to have some kind of distaste for jackal wares, and he did mention that he got a note, flying paper bird or whatever they're called, from them, claiming that they were charmed, and magic was used against them and you stole their book. But then Leopold did the right thing, and he went out and he sold the book, and he actually sent them the money and made a little 10 gold coin profit, I believe. After that, Hemlock had found this treasure map in the book called The Raven, and is it The Raven or the Book of the Raven? And you guys sat there for quite some time trying to figure out this map and where it leads and how to read it. But then decided to go to the library, which you're in, and look up some maps to see if you can figure out the location. Upon asking the guy behind the desk in the library, he just happened to be an expert in geography and was able to tell you that the place, which is called Witchway, is about a 3-day travel from here. It kind of ended... I believe it ended with you guys just at that point, right? Or was there?
Yeah.
Oh, you did try.
We tried to convince him to send us to go.
And you said that's not your job.
Yeah, I tossed the map back at them and said, "You're gonna need to find something more substantial to get him to let us go."
Yeah. So we will say you guys are in your library. Talking. Oh yeah, because you're still there in the library. You found out where this place is. What do you guys do?
I'm going back to work.
No fun, Leopold.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all. I thought we were going on an adventure, though.
That's so low.
We're not adventurers, we're workers.
Speak for yourself.
Then why'd you sign up for a clerical job?
Well, because I'm trying to break in and get the book that I need.
I didn't hear that. I did not hear that.
He said he's trying to break
No,
to get the book that she needs.
In case you hadn't noticed, I think we're all trying to break in. Aren't you curious what might be inside?
I know what's inside. A lot of very valuable, very dangerous things. That they
And
protect very heavily.
I know for a fact that you probably want some of those dangerous and rare things that are inside.
I'm fine without being blown to smither bits.
Oh, no one's going to get blown to smither bits. We're sneaky.
Yes, you were so sneaky at the Jackaware's abode. Let me tell you how impressed.
We got out of that just fine.
Hey, I got into the cellar without them knowing.
And we
I
got the
just
book.
didn't have power to get out.
You sound so bad, Brittany. Does she sound like really far away to anybody? Is it just me? I don't know.
Do you turn up your overall
little
volume?
A wee bit.
Turn up your desktop volume, maybe?
Perhaps we could do some research into what might possibly be at the end of this map. And if we could discover what might be there, then we could perhaps further entice Mr. Snapples to, give us permission to go.
Do what you'd like on your own time.
Oh, thank you so much, dear. I knew that you'd be understanding.
Yes, well, we have work to do.
Yes, much work. I'm gonna get right to it.
Alright, Comedian said Leo's gonna have a drinking problem after working with this bunch.
He
So
already has a
true.
drinking problem.
Yeah, it's gonna just get worse. Alright, Shepard, Brittany, Hemlock. God, I just went through all your names.
Yeah, you did.
All your other names. So yeah, Hemlock, and Fader, what are you two doing? Do you say anything?
I think going back to work is a good thing. Right now, I'm gonna go find a book on these places.
Our job is not
Leopold,
to find
if you could
books.
assist me, it'd be great.
I will assist.
That's not our job.
Yes,
Sure, I will help.
I think-
learning.
Again, not our job. Our job is
Making-
to catalog these books.
You're
After
good
that,
at it.
you may go and research. But right now, it's
Can't we do
it's
both at the same
catalog.
time?
No, you can't, because you're very bad at cataloging.
I'm so glad you're so good at it. You make us all look good,
Hey, Leopold, if I were to make a suggestion, it would be that you catalog. You are you're a spectacular cataloger, and you can catalog for enough books for the four of us, and the three of us can carry on with our researches.
Or you could just wait till after work.
Will
But
you help us after work then?
If you don't actually work, yes, I will help you after work.
All right, let's go to work.
Okay.
I'm going to make a pretense of cataloging while doing research. Anytime I catch Leopold looking at me, I'm going to do some cataloging looking stuff. But for the most part, I'm going to be researching.
I will
Okay.
be looking for books to catalog on the topic upon which we were researching.
All right. So you guys all just get to work. So yeah, this day is another boring day at work. You guys sit there and doing your cataloging. Fader, you're looking for a specific book, so give me investigation. Just as you're looking through all the books.
I'm going to add my first what's it called? My utility die for being a psychic rogue.
Okay. Can you read that thing? What is it? Is it just like one of those things where you have so many die and you can use them for ability checks and stuff like that?
Yeah, so here's the way it works though, is that I an ability check for which I have proficiency, after I find out if it failed, I can add one of these dice, and I only spend the die if it makes a failed check into a success.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What is that one called?
Hold on.
That's one of his psionic powers, I think. Psionic knack.
Psi
bolstered.
Psi bolstered knack.
I was trying to find it on your character sheet. I don't know. Guess it didn't transfer. Oh, there it is. That's pretty okay. Good chat. All right. See what the world is. Yeah, as you look for your book, for anything to help you, you're just coming up short. There are so many books in this place. It's hard to find. Hemlock, are you looking for anything in particular, or were you actually doing your job?
I'm doing my job.
Okay. Mildred, you're looking for...
Like, Mildred feels a little bit bad about not helping, so she's like 50-50. Like, you know, like a solid 50-50. Like, if she doesn't find one, like, looking for stuff for a little while, then she just, like, does one, but then she goes back.
Okay.
I'm beginning to see how it is then.
Because Leopold's a little gun shy after researching the last books, he actually does have detect magic on while he's doing this, though.
To see if books are going off or anything like that?
Yes, concerning the last book, he did try to eat him.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, as your detect magic is going off, you don't see any of these books at the moment lighting up. The only thing you would see is if your like watch registers and stuff like that.
Good, no nonsense. A fine day to do some work. Yes.
So yeah, your days go by. They are uneventful. The books you were looking for, you couldn't really find anything on those topics. And what was the role that I had you do last time? Give me a performance check. Alright, so we got an 18, a 13, a 14, and a 19. So yeah, I mean, Hemlock did a good job today. Leopold, yeah, so it goes like, so I should do it like this. Leopold and Hemlock should do it with advantage. Mildred will do a regular roll, and then we'll do Fader at disadvantage since he was the only one that was completely not working. I think that's the best way to do these checks.
Even higher.
Yeah, that makes more sense now. So
I'm going to have words with the two of you.
So yeah, Fader was trying to like look up and pretend he was working, but it was obvious he wasn't, and it shows at the end of the day with the amount of work that he had cataloged, if any.
But
see,
I didn't gain any advantage from splitting my time between looking for
I know.
the book
I have
and
to.
not looking for
Well, I think it might have to just be situational, depending on how everybody does. Like it'll be like what are they called? Whatever the last person does worse, and it gets kind of, what is that grading system called? I don't know. Where you change it.
Curve.
A curve. Yeah, it'll have to be a curve, right? Or we can
I'm just saying,
we can develop
like,
a better system if you could think of one. Like this is an ongoing thing.
Like I
It's
think
all
I
new.
should get to, I think I should get to roll looking for it. Maybe do that at a disadvantage or something.
What do you mean?
Well, because Vader got disadvantage because he was looking for the book, and then
yeah.
they got advantage because they just worked. But
And
I worked and looked for the book, and
no,
I didn't get any advantage.
Because you were barely doing exactly your work. So
But
that's why.
Shouldn't I have gotten advantage for doing my research?
No, this is how well you did your job for the day. How many books you catalog, in a sense. Like you can't catalog that much if you're looking for other books. Because you're just looking for a specific book on your ability. Unless, isn't that what you were doing? You weren't.
I was looking for books on my ability.
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
All right. So the end of your day comes. What do you guys do?
Yes.
Let's
Now.
get drunk and do research.
You'll find that getting drunk is not exactly offensive to do it, but screw it, let's get drunk.
Finally! I knew that would get him. He loves the wine.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll find lots of things on this mystical place of map you want while inebriated.
I know how to raise the senses. Pull out a little mushroom and I start to nibble on it. Helps the perception.
Okay. So you guys spend your night drinking. Does anyone do anything different? If not, well, we can.
Well, drinking and research.
Researching.
So you stay in the library? Is that what you're doing? Okay.
I'm going to spend my after hours cataloging books then. Since that's what we were going to do our research during our day hours, and nobody apparently joined me, I will catalog some books for my after hours.
I promised Leopold I'd work a hard day's, work, and he would help us.
I
that's
do not blame you, Hemlock. I would
He's
ask,
such a rebel. Look at him over there.
I would ask if you would let me know what the plan is. at the beginning of the day.
I do apologize, dear. Next time, definitely. You'll be the first one to know.
Alright, just trying to remember this. Alright, so you do that for the rest of your night. You stay and you continue to work while you drink a little bit. I guess, Vader, give me another roll.
Of what?
Performance. But how late do you guys stay up? Are you staying up into your resting hours late? Because another 8 hours would mean an exhaustion the next day. If you stayed up the entire time, like how late did you stay? That's what I'm asking.
So, well, what time do we finish work?
We would say normal time. I'm doing it like a regular job, 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
So till like 10?
Okay.
Another 5 hours, yes.
Leopold, are you going to be researching, or are you going to just do some more cataloging?
I told you I would help try to find things on this ridiculous little quest that you wanted. So yes, I will help you find things on the ridiculous little quest that you wanted.
The entire time that I'm cataloging books in these after hours, the whole time I'm just looking over my shoulder at them, wishing, and go back to cataloging.
Okay. I mean, so Leopold, you said you're doing research right now. What exactly are you kind of trying to look for?
I'm helping them to find any artifacts or lore that might be on this, the treasure that this map is alluding to, that might be of importance to the library.
Okay. Mildred and Hemlock, you were kind of doing the same.
Yes.
So
I wish to find out.
Who's like the leader of this little research group right now? Because they would do the roll with advantage. So who would you say is Hemlock? Would be kind of.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm just asking because he said he was helping you guys. So one of you.
Yeah, since I brought it up anyway. What is the check?
Investigation with advantage. Unless there's researching.
I suck.
All right. I feel like Leopold wouldn't do that bad if.
Leopold doesn't have that much more intelligence, actually. He's a charismatic caster, after all.
So, yeah, you guys try to find everything you could on the subject of this map and which way. But there's nothing else in that Book of the Raven. It clearly wasn't part of that book. And the books in this place, they're not cataloged, so it's actually hard to find information in the place that you're at. You could try to, you could possibly request books with the Avow, but that might take some time.
You could go to the temple.
Oh, you're going to, because he was cataloging, he said, so he would be in the work area.
Yeah. Now we're going to go to the place that we can actually, find things.
So then you would leave Fader behind.
Yes.
Fader.
No, that's fine.
It doesn't have its own fruition,
Just stay here then, shall I?
Don't worry, we'll leave you a bottle of solid wine to enjoy yourself.
Here, Fader, I cast.
Here's a true so you be careful with that one.
I'll cast enhance ability on him.
What is?
Oh,
Great.
Tell us what it. You touch a creature and bestow upon a magical enchantment. Choose one of the following. Which one did you choose?
What's the check that I'm going to be doing to catalog books?
The performance was a charisma check, so.
Yep. So Eagle Splendor.
I'll do Eagle Splendor, and I go, here you go, boop, and I boop him on the nose, and Tutul, we're gonna go, not catalog. Bye.
All
I
right.
very strongly consider summoning a dagger, but I don't.
Since you already did your one performance check, give me another as the advantage. I said as. So yeah, you did.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say at disadvantage?
No, because you rolled a 2, and then we kind of reversed it because they didn't realize.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so then you would have just rolled a 6. That was the first roll out of those 2. So yeah, you didn't do too much better. You're probably annoyed. Like, tell us why you didn't do well. Mad that they left you, but wondering what they're up to.
Mostly wondering what they're up to and if they're getting anywhere. But also we discussed this. We talked about it. We were going to spend the day pretending to catalog books. We were going to research all day long, and that's what I did. That's what I thought we were going to do. and then all of a sudden, I look over and everybody's cataloging books.
Yeah, this is him and by himself working, yelling at himself. Yeah, screaming.
Obviously, you misheard, as everyone else did work.
I'm sitting alone in the library,
Exactly.
cataloging books and just slamming things. Everybody said we're going to.
Yeah. So he doesn't get good quality work accomplished that night. And the rest of you, you do some work on that location, and you look through all the books, as many as you can. You could possibly request more, maybe send out requests with the Avowed, but in this library, you didn't find anything useful besides the guy who knew about it, who knew about the area.
I would like to request something on the. What did I lost it? The scourge of the red worm. Also of volcanoes in the area of Which Way. Also Three Tree Hill, the Hand and the Horn, and haunted castles. Specifically, volcanoes south of Which Way. Yes.
Tall order you got there, ma'am. He says, I'll send out some Avowed and see what we can find.
Scourge of the Red Worm priority. That's the one we're really looking for. And volcanoes south of the town of Which Way.
But the volcano is not where the treasure's located.
How do you know?
Because it says go past the volcano.
Can I have done something as they were leaving?
Yes, we need to go into the foggy moors.
Yes.
It depends on what it would have been. If it was believable, that
I was in order to keep tabs on what they were gonna do. I was going to pick 2 of them and do my telepathy with them, so that I can, as long as they're within a mile of me, I can talk to them telepathically.
Is that something they have to choose to do or choose to accept?
It's something that if they're okay with it, they can, but they can choose to turn it off as an action.
Okay, yeah, then that would be understandable.
Hemlock, Mildred, would it be okay if I were to tag along telepathically with you?
So I guess kind of what we need to do is first figure out on a map.
That's a no.
Consent.
But then I went back to the other things that we're doing. So I guess what we need to do is on a map try and determine, like where on the map that this map is trying to lead us. And then if we can determine the location of these foggy moors on a map, we can further research into what sort of haunted castle-like structure might be there and what we might find at that location.
Well, the gentleman already told us what the where Which Way was.
We did. So we have a
Yes.
starting point. Then obviously there is a hand and horn-shaped mountain, as well as a three-tree hill, as well as a volcano, and some foggy moors, all south of that location. I mean, there can't be that many volcanoes out there, can there?
No.
Well, you know where which way is already, so if you got to which way, then you would be able to follow the map.
Have to leave without. I feel
Pointing that out.
I know. We're trying to find something enticing to, entice.
I keep
Snapple
forgetting that,
to
yeah.
take us.
I think what we need to be focusing on is the bosses until allowing us to leave.
Not do the thing that we were going to do, but do the thing we want to do instead.
As you guys are sitting there trying to figure this out, you suddenly hear this loud alarm sound. And it's just coming from everywhere. It's like, brrr. I can't even do it. I'm not going to do that. It's
I think that's in my head.
it's like it sounds actually like a I don't know, like a security alarm system going off. And you see people like kind of looking up. You hear, if you look out a window, you might see some like mages running through the courtyard.
So I'm
That's
hearing
what
it where I am too.
It's about.
You would
Oh
hear
God,
like,
what did
yeah,
Vader
like
do?
a slight, like a muffled sound of it.
Oh God, what did Vader do now? Did you do something?
You do know that I can still hear you.
Yeah, I know. And I'm asking you. Whoa. It's the whole place?
So it kind of looks like that.
Yes, we're
That is so cool.
we're stuck inside it now.
But I can't see. I don't. Oh,
They're trying to keep us
Right.
inside. Are the doors to the
Somebody-
emeralds? Are the emerald doors open?
Oh no, they're closed.
But they all just run through.
Yeah, they open them and then they close right behind them. They don't stay open.
I'd like to
They
head
never
over.
stay open.
I'd like to
Uh-huh.
head to the main gate, and I'm thinking I want to pick up when I want to get close, and I want to just throw something like find a small stone or something from the ground and throw it at this barrier and see what happens when the rock hits it.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
The rock never makes it to the
So you can like go right up to the wall as close as you can, and you toss that rock, and then, dink, and it just doesn't even get close to it.
You got that muscly arm, do you?
The barrier just seems to be, it looks closer than it actually appears.
Dude, it's like, don't worry, I've got it. I'm a magic rock thrower extraordinaire. And I take a magic rock and I throw it.
Okay. Give me the athletics check.
Can I make a magical
You can do
magic
that,
stone attack?
but that's only how many feet? What is the limit on that?
60 feet?
Is the barrier okay? Give it to me. Let's see. Is 60 feet a disadvantage though, or is it like the 20, 60 or something like that?
No, 60. No,
Okay.
60 feet.
All right, make an attack roll. Nope.
Oh, that one is.
I mean, how could you miss a barrier if it
I don't
goes
know,
if
I
it
tried it before.
goes 60 feet? It's gonna hit the barrier. But
Could I try? Could I
we'll
try
just
with
say
my
you're
dagger?
no. Every time you fail, they're
Everyone's just out there throwing stuff at the barrier.
I know. So
Drunk.
yeah, you
just staring at them like, what? Why
throw
do we?
your magic rock and it just it doesn't reach it either. Just not strong enough to get to it. But you give me perception checks. How about that? Fader, you see a Fader and Mildred. You guys look up and you both see like these pretty like these birds, and they kind of just like kind of bump into it, and then they kind of start walking on it a little bit and then fly off. So you do know that it is solid.
It looks to be solid. I just saw a bird land on it, and it didn't seem to harm them, at least from the outside.
Then as you guys are talking, you do the barrier just kind of it kind of just dissipates and just kind of goes back down, just like the way it came up. And it just vanishes.
So when it first started, the alarm went off and we saw mages rushing in through the green doors. Then this barrier came up, and then the barrier went down a few minutes later.
Yep.
First question, did we hear anything? Did the barrier make any kind of a sound?
I mean, yeah, because it made the big cracking noise. That's what you heard, and then it kind of just went, like, kind of formed. So it made magical noises. Maybe it went, I don't know, but it.
And do we notice?
If
The person.
anyone here watch Stargate Atlantis? Yeah, it's like that when the shield goes around Atlantis. It starts from the top and it comes down on all sides. That's kind of what it looked like.
Do we notice any more activity from the mages or from the Emerald Door?
The doors have remained closed the entire time, and they are still closed. There is someone. The typical guard is still there, but the doors are closed, so you can't really see what's happening on the other side.
After the dome goes down, I'll go ask the guard at the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Is that something we should worry about?
Oh, no, everything's fine.
Does that sort of thing happen all the time?
Oh, yes. You'll see it happen every now and then. They're probably just testing the defenses of the place.
Somebody forget to bring back a book.
Did you really ask him that?
Yeah.
Who are you saying that to? The guard?
Yeah, the guard.
He actually laughs at that. Well, I mean, this place is strict about books, but I don't think that was about a book. It must have just been, like a drill of some sort.
Insight check. 19.
Okay. It's my mouse. Yeah, you can tell he's not telling the truth. He's just kind of like, like trying to just like brush it off like nothing's wrong.
Should we go see Snapple right now?
Sure.
I was more proposing that to the guard. We see Snapple?
He says, no, I told you, there's nothing to worry about. Everything's fine.
Okay.
We're gonna go see our Snapple. We will be back.
All right.
We don't need to come back. We just need to see Snapple.
Shh. He doesn't need to know that.
So you head back to the pillars, to Snapple's office, but it is closed and it is dark. He is not there.
All right, he'd probably be in the Emerald Doors right now.
You think we have time to search his office?
I'm pretty sure it's locked.
I'm pretty sure I know how to do something about that.
Me too.
Yes,
yeah.
magical locks. I'm sure of what, and I'm sure he's not a powerful wizard that wards things. So I'm just gonna go to bed.
Ordinarily, I would. He's got a point.
Yes, I'm a wee bit concerned, but could be interesting.
But this is a wizard's door.
It is possible that they
Fine.
could be on high alert currently.
I mean, I could turn into a spider and go underneath.
You told me of magical things that attacked you when you were a spider last time. What makes you think that won't happen again?
Because he's not evil, hopefully. Darling, that would be horrible. Our mentor, evil? That would be horrendous.
He does
Oh,
seem kind of evil, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's kind of a. Mm,
A
Or
goodbye.
does
Yeah.
he just protect himself like anyone would? I would certainly lock up all my things with magical spells if I knew you lot wasn't going around.
You can trust us, Leopold.
Yeah, Leopold.
No,
Steal
I
from you.
certainly cannot.
But you do know that we're around.
I
Exactly.
don't steal. I don't steal from friends, darling. And you are my friend.
I feel so reassured.
Insight check. That.
So, should we just go get some rest?
Ah,
Yes, we
yes.
can ask about it in the morning.
Pretty. So you you go to your respective your rooms and call it a night. If there's anything you were going to do, I mean, it is kind of late, so you do need your rest. But if there's anything you were going to do, let me know. Otherwise, you get a long rest.
Drink heavily, but yes.
Next morning, I'm just gonna, unless there's something specific you want to do, I'll just cut all the way to you guys going into work. So next morning, you all do your morning rituals and routines that you do. Hemlock visits Mildred. Fader's stalking everybody on the outside. And Leopold's trying to most likely keep his distance from them. You show up to work. Yeah, you come in. The library has already some people like coming in and bringing the books and dropping them off. It seems like a normal day back at work. You do.
I suppose
I'm
we've got
going to.
We'll start with Leopold.
Suppose I'll stop in at Mr. Snapple's office.
Fader. Fader?
Sorry, I'm going to. When it comes time to actually settle down to work, I'm going to catalog the crap out of these books. But I will I will go to Snapple's office with the group for now.
Is everyone going, or is it just Leopold and Fader?
I was hoping it would just be me, but if they follow, I guess.
Oh, I want to come.
I wasn't told not
Yeah.
to go.
It's an expedition.
It's an adventure.
Shit. Okay.
It didn't go that well for you last time either, dear.
Sure, you need some emotional support from your friends.
In case you were wondering, the three of us, we are your friends.
Yes.
All right, so you all make your way over to Snapple's door. It is closed, but you can see there is a light on inside. Enter.
Sir, I'm pretty sure we're bothering you because it's us.
Again? He says, shouldn't
this-
you all be working? And he sees you all at his door.
This is more about the alarm and the dome that came up. It wasn't really Covenant orientation.
He says, what alarm?
The
Oh,
alarm.
that last. Oh, don't worry about that. That is no concern of yours.
Fair enough. Everyone happy? Good. Let's back to work.
No.
God
Did
damn
somebody?
it.
Did somebody steal a book or forgot to return the library card or something?
He says, I don't know. I'm not privy to all the information that are the things that happened around here. If I was, they would tell me. I just do my job. Looks at you all.
We do our job too. Yesterday we did our job.
you did your job too. We came here to ask you what the noise was, and you were not here. Where were you?
I was most like he looks at you. Excuse me?
He does work a normal 9 to 5 like we do, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
He says,
we were.
"Who are you to question me, young woman?
Well, I'm Hemlock. I work here.
I think it would be
Just
wise
like
for
you
you to
did.
get back to work. And just mind your business. This has nothing to do with you."
Okay. Well, you hear the man, boys. Let's go. Oh, and Millie.
Okay, so you all head
Oh,
back and
by the way, do you happen to have any awesome adventures that you need assistance with?
You weren't hired to be an adventurer, dear.
I really
yeah, he
love
kind of like sighs and says, "Just as I told Leopold yesterday, it is not your job to go on adventures."
what you sent us after that book, just like last week.
He says, "That was because we needed you to do it."
Right, so I'm just thinking, finding out if there's any other things you might need us to do
He
that
said-
could be of value.
he gives Leopold a look, like, take care of this.
I'm
And then
trying.
he says, "If I need you for anything, I will call for you."
I'll be waiting. I give him like a wink. Bing.
Alrighty. And you guys head back to work. What do you say? Do you say anything to each other?
Well,
This
that's
is
that.
baloney.
Back to
What's-
another stimulating day of looking at books.
What's
Yes.
the plan?
It's wonderful.
What's the actual plan?
We're
this
gonna
time?
work, unfortunately.
Okay. We're going to do what Leopold tells us to do, in other words.
I don't know what else to do.
Yes.
Okay. I suppose in the long run, if we get a lot of work done, we might get onto the good side of the
Perhaps-
library, and they might let us go.
I also happened to request some books yesterday that could potentially help, and maybe our research will go better this evening.
Oh, that's so smart, Millie. Good job.
Alright. So, I guess the way I should do this is, is there anything you guys are going to do until the weekend? Or are you just going to keep just work throughout each day?
Oh, Leopold's a very diligent worker. Yes, he. Well, he will send out a request for that research on that Zikrin Zafran's tome, possibly without the others knowing. But that's about the only things he does besides be a very diligent worker.
I mean,
Ultra?
Do you want to do? I would like to just in the middle of the night, like, do patrol, watch the guards, change, shift and stuff.
Okay. So you're gonna try to figure out their pattern and see if they have one of like changing the guard.
I'm going to assist Hemlock with that.
Hemlock, would you had done that secretly away from everybody, or would you had asked for help?
I'll ask my friend Peter.
Okay.
I feel
I'm
like
just
we
asking
run in the
because
same cliques. No, I feel like we run in the same clique and just like
Mhm.
we know some stuff.
Okay.
But of course, I would turn into like a animal, and he can, I don't know, go into the shadows. So
All right. Yes.
What was
I'd
Mhm.
like to go to like the tavern and mingle with people and try and get some insights into both what happened with the alarm, buy some people some drinks, maybe get them to eat some mushrooms, loosen them up truth, and also find out about who else might be able to give us authority to leave
and reasons we might leave, things like that of that nature.
Okay. So Hemlock and Fader. Yeah, Hemlock, give me a since you're just watching, perception check.
Normal.
With
roll?
advantage?
Yep, with advantage. And this is kind of how many hours are you spending doing this each night?
Mm.
I would say it would
Not-
have to be enough hours that we would see shifts change.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I was asking how many hours.
So, I think the
I mean,
first.
I only
You
need
go.
4 hours of meditation a night, so
I need to sleep. So,
I mean, he could always take
Uh.
over while you go to sleep as well. So
Yeah,
a 23 is
that's probably-
a pretty good roll. So yeah, between the two of you watching a couple hours each night, you kind of do figure out the schedule. But all you do is see like the guy gets replaced by another person. It happens about every 4 hours. So when you get out of work, there's a shift change, maybe an hour after that, and then every 4 hours after that. And they just
but we don't notice any. It's not like there's a period of time when there's nobody there. It's not like, I mean, one
There's-
person shows up, then
well, the door opens, one person steps out, the other one walks in the door, and the door closes. That's pretty much how they change.
oh, okay.
Now, not to sound like a weirdo, okay? But did we ever see them for like this whole week? Do we ever see them like come out into the common area and like, drink at the bar? And these guards.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, so within, I would say, the whole week, you might run into them or see them on like the, what is it, the 8th day? We'll say like at the end of the work week before the weekend kind of comes. You might see one of them or two of them at the bar, like having their end of the week kind of drink before they can go enjoy their weekends kind of thing.
I would like to try to befriend them and like buy them drinks and just chill and like, I don't know, talk about books and whatever they like.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, so that might take a while to kind of really befriend them.
Yeah.
So we'll say you, this week you saw them on a Friday. They kind of keep to themselves, but what would you have done to introduce yourself?
Oh boy. Well, Millie's there, so I'd probably like say like introduce them to Millie and like, oh hey guys, Millie and I we're buying drinks for people. Would you like a drink on the house? But well, I buy, you've been doing hard work. I saw you out in the courtyard and stuff.
He says, "Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm not." He kind of gives you the look like he thought you were trying to pick him up.
You don't know that.
I mean, but that's
Oh.
how he responded.
Oh, okay. We're just doing a charity, like friends. I'm just trying to make friends. I'm sorry, I'm very bad at this. Millie's my only friend.
What
Real
is it?
friend.
Is Fader with you guys too, or is he doing his
I feel-
creepily thing out in the dark shadow somewhere?
Fader does have his own plan at this point.
Okay, all right. So Mildred, what do you say? Well, that happened.
Would you like some mushrooms? Very good for your
See,
bone.
Millie likes hallucinogens, and she's very good at like. Here's Morty, her toad. He likes to be licked.
He says, "Oh, we're sorry. We don't do that kind of stuff."
Oh, okay.
And he says, "Do you want to get out of here?" And he looks at the guy and he says, "Yeah, let's go." They both kind of
Sorry.
get up.
That was awkward.
And as they're walking away, you see that they're holding hands.
Look at that. Happy Pride, everyone. Pride Month.
Well,
That's funny. I was like, there's a 1 in 4 chance that they're gay, and I rolled a 1. I was like, yep, there it is.
Fine with me.
Great.
Sorry, I'm awkward, Millie. It's not true. I mean, Feta, Leopold, and you are my friends. I have a very hard time of making friends, so
well, you weren't really trying to make a friend. You were trying to like interrogate them or something.
I know, but I don't know how to speak to other people. Kinda.
Smash cut to Leopold talking to his familiar owl at the bar, just supping down wine. Why does everybody want to talk to me?
Look at that.
Wait, that's Leopold at the bar?
Yeah. Just got the freaking owl just sitting there staring at him. He's just like,
Drunk.
why does all these people just want to keep talking?
Poor
There's
Feder.
never a moment of silence.
The bartender has like pity on you, and he just keeps pouring the drink as when you finish. Like, sorry. What was Fader's plans?
Okay, so Fader wants to
Brown nose.
now that we're getting a sense of the schedule of the guard shifts, Fader wants to after dark at some point he wants to go stealth and not try to get in, but he wants to just watch at the door while the guard is being changed for 2 things. I want to see if I can get a glimpse as best I can of what's on the other side of that door, what's inside the inner area. And I also want to start getting a sense of how difficult it would be to, after dark, while stealthed, to sneak through the door while the guards are changing.
So when the door opens, you don't really see much. You don't actually see much on the other side. You just see that there's another wall, like a castle wall, and you see that there's like a little path and some greenery. It's literally just a walkway right behind that. It's like on the inner wall of the castle, of the whole library. There's 2 walls that surround it. So even when you get past that door, there's another wall, and you don't know where the entrance is to that. But yeah, you just see a wall.
As far as I can tell, getting through this door, getting past this wall would just lead to another wall to get.
Let me show you the pictures of the doors. Okay, should have this thing. So, okay, that changes it. Yeah, so the door will open up. It doesn't like just swing all the way open. It just opens up just enough. A person steps out. They kind of look at each other. The other one steps in, and the door is just close. That's pretty much how it works.
Okay.
So when it opens, you don't get a full view through it. You just see that there's a wall. Looks like there's a path that goes west or east, kind of, or north and south, I should say. And you can see that there's trees or some green vegetation on the other side.
And what kind of a gap, like as they're passing each other as they go through, does it look like the door is open just far enough for them to go through? And if I tried to sneak
it opens
through,
up for one person, so he steps out and the other one steps in.
Okay.
It's the security on this place is very, very tight. You definitely notice that. It's like the Queen's Guard. They're always at attention and always watching. They take these books very seriously. So while you were doing that, we'll say, it's getting close to the end of the week. Brandon, Mildred, Hemlock, and Leopold. While you guys were in the inn, and Leopold's drinking his sorrows away of having to deal with these guys, Hemlock just poorly tried to become friends with somebody or fakely trying to swindle her way into someone's life. You hear a familiar voice. You hear Snapple. He busts in the door kind of behind you, and he looks at Mildred. You hear him say, Mildred, you... and you see, when you turn around, he's just covered with blisters and boils. And then his head just goes, just explodes. And everyone just starts screaming.
Ha!
What just happened?
Yeah, his body just drops to its knees and falls flat. There's just blood everywhere. Everyone just looking at, like, Mildred, wondering what was... they kind of run over, and someone runs over. Don't touch him, don't touch him! What do you guys do?
Oh,
What
it's
just happened?
bedtime.
What happened? Really?
Now, you specifically mentioned the three of them. Is this while I was out there
Yeah.
tasting the Frank?
Yeah, yep.
Do I hear the screams?
No, because you're near to the door and they're inside of a building.
Leopold? Snapple's head just popped.
Well, I mean, at least we'll be getting like a new one of those guys, right? Because after the last one died, we got him. But then now that he's dead, we'll get a new one who will be perhaps less
The charm?
like a douchebag.
Yeah. You're gonna be in trouble.
But I didn't do anything.
He just said your name.
Well, I'm a beautiful lady, you know. He was putting out his last, you know, he had been dreaming of me, and he, you know, before he died, he was attempting to declare his love for me.
Maybe he thought you had a cure for whatever he got into.
Right.
We'll do it like that. Yes, that is what happened. He was
Leopold
trying to
just
find
shouted.
me for a cure.
Somebody else
Breathe,
has already
Leopold.
come to take care of it, right?
Oh, yeah,
So just to get away.
yeah, they're like surrounding it right now. The people,
Yes.
the establishment is kind of trying to take charge. And can everyone stay back, please? Everyone stay back. Please,
Wonderful,
everyone.
yes.
We're closed. We're gonna close for the day. Everyone, please
Yes,
leave. And they're
I
trying to
think
get
that's a
everyone
good
out.
idea. Yes.
Ah!
Millie, go see what kind of spores he had on his body and what
Yes,
the
of
hell
course. I
happened
had
to
no
him.
there's I have
Just
nothing to
identify what was wrong with him.
So what does she do?
Or maybe not touch it though.
I would say.
All right,
Yeah, by now, Fader, while you're saying that, you can see that people are being escorted out of the building and not let in. So now you would probably see the courtyard, like something kind of people gathering, wondering what's happening.
Do I see any of my friends?
No, I think they're still inside. Did Leopold
going to-
get up and leave, or is he staying with them, or is he still just in shock? So Mildred and Hemlock, you look over and you see Leopold just like frozen with that face.
I go over to Leopold and start shaking him. Get a grip, man! Get a grip! Our friend's in danger.
Sun
Kind of.
exploded.
You know
People's
she would
heads
never
just
do
don't
this.
explode.
I know. I have some on me. It's disgusting. We need
So-
to get a hold of it yourself, and we need to get her out of here and defend her. Maybe.
So as like a halfling, I can like move through people's spaces, right?
I mean, technically, you can, but they're purposely telling people to stay back. So if they see you walking, they're gonna tell you to stay back. It's up to you if you want to try to sneak around, like maybe try to go through the crowd and get where one of them might not be. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
'cause-
just trying to be
Yeah.
inconspicuous
okay.
and shift my way in there to see what's going on.
All right, give me a stealth check while you try to sneak past the guy. Yep, Fader.
While all this is going on, once I started noticing,
Oh, I can re-roll that.
once I start noticing that things are happening, I'm going to remaining stealth. I'm going to make my way back toward the bar.
All right, but
Leo
when you
throws
get
up.
to the door, there is somebody at the door, and they're letting people out, but not letting people back in.
It's still nighttime, right?
I mean, it is night, but I mean, there's lanterns and everything, yeah. And it's a door, so I don't know how you can figure out how you're gonna walk right in front of somebody. If you can, I mean, yeah.
So I rolled a natural 1, but I have halfling luck.
Okay.
I get to reroll ones. I think. So I get a
Okay.
21.
So, Leopold's puking. You're trying to sneak through. We have Fader at the door trying to come up with a plan to sneak by the guy. You can try to do a perception check to see if maybe as someone comes out, it's a distraction and you can sneak in. Something like that, Fader, if you wanted to try.
You said a perception?
Well, wait for the right moment. So I would say you would sit there and just wait for the right moment when somebody might come in and distract the guy at the door. So
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, give me a perception. Okay, yeah, 15's good. So yeah, as people are coming out, one person kind of grabs on the guard and starts saying what just happened? And he's like, ma'am, please just let us handle this. And it distracts him. So give me a stealth roll. All right. As you try to sneak by, the guard kind of catches something on the corner of his eye, but when he looks, you're not there. As you sneak past him. Mildred, 21, yeah. You're just somehow you just, I don't know, you just look like a little mushroom from above, and you just kind of sneak your way through the crowd and make your way to Snapple's body. It's just completely flat, face first down, but there's no head. It's just a splatter coming out of blood and goo.
Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah. I mean, you would have to sit there and spend some time looking. You might get caught. Okay.
I mean, I'm there. What am I going to do?
I thought you were going to take a sample or something. But we'll say that's part of the medicine check. All right. I mean, you kind of are looking. It's hard to tell from this because it's just all blood and splatter.
But he had blisters all over. I mean, always heads
is that what you're
exploded. He
just
had
looking at?
blisters
You're
all
looking
over
at
his
the
body.
blisters? Okay, I didn't
Looking at everything.
know which part. Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
so I mean, you see blisters on him for sure, and they do look like it could have been some kind of infection. It kind of has some traits of fungal infection, but it's something. It doesn't look like that's just it. If it is, it's confusing. It's confusing to you, I would say.
Once Leopold finishes puking, he'll cast Detect Magic.
So the guy, I would say, while she's doing that and you're about to cast Detect Magic, the guy's going to say to you guys, okay, please leave. Everyone get out. We are closed for the night. If you cast it, the whole place is kind of like magic, so everything's lit up. His body is not lit up.
He's either been dead too long or there's no spell on it. I'm leaving now.
All right. So by this time, the guy might turn around and see Mildred over there, poking at the little blisters. Huh?
But I had a 21. I'm just underneath my hat.
Yeah, but the guy's standing there. He would turn around and see you. Or he would kick the hat or something. I don't know.
Very stealthy.
You get a good sample that you can take with you. You can say that much.
Okay. Yeah, I took my herbalism kit. I took I sampled one of the blisters and put it into a vial.
All right. Yeah. So while you're doing that, the guy, and he's telling everyone to get out. The remaining people, he kind of sees you and is like, "No, ma'am, please don't touch that. Just please leave it."
I'll have my owl hop behind the bar.
Okay. What is Hemlock doing?
Is there a bathroom in there or something?
I mean, I'm sure there is.
Could I run into the bathroom real quick? and then turn into like a small spider.
Okay. And Fader, you kind of snuck past the guy. You can see Mildred at this point picking up some goo while the guy's telling her to leave. You see Hemlock run off. You see Leopold coming towards you, but his owl hops behind the bar. Shadow, please stop.
You say I did notice Mildred picking up a sample.
Yep.
I'm going to telepathically reach out to Mildred and say, I don't know how much of a sample you just took, but if you can, could you get enough so that I can look into poisons as well?
So wait, you snuck all the way up to where I am, and you're telling me
No,
that?
No.
I'm doing it telepathically.
Oh, I'm like, well, sure.
By the way,
It's like I completely ignore the guy that's talking to me, and I.
Yeah, it's just like, ma'am, please stop touching that. We don't know what it is.
That's true, but I'm trained in medicine and antitoxins, and I put it in the vial like this. Bloop, like that's how we do it.
And then, so as this is happening, some more mages start to pour into the room. You see some archmages come in. They also start helping people get out. So what does everyone do at this point?
I have my owl hiding in a little crevice behind the bar, and then I sit outside, slumped against the wall like this. And I just listen through my owl. So I can still see through me, but I can hear through my owl.
Okay. And Fader?
I'm going to go back outside. I'm going to, maybe make my way around the side or back of the bar. I'm going to try to stealth again, and I'm going to start watching the crowd to see if there's somebody who's showing any sort of a different kind of interest in what's going on aside from the normal, hey, what's going on over there? Like somebody who might be in on, be in on this.
All right. Hemlock, you crawl into the bathroom. Give me a stealth check. Did you do?
Before I was gonna do pass without a trace.
What is required to cast that spell?
So
verbal, somatic. So you're gonna be technically you'll be casting these spells in front of people, and they're all
when
mages.
I'm in the bathroom.
Oh, so you're running to the bathroom first. So that's what I was asking for the stealth check. First. Okay. So I thought you were trying to use this with your stealth check.
Oh no! So I run to the bathroom first.
So give me a stealth check to see if anyone notices you.
Okay.
That's what I was.
18.
I mean, you feel confident that no one saw you.
Okay. So pass without trace, and then I bamf into a spider once I get into the loo.
Okay.
And I don't like close the door that, I just leave the little crack, and then I crawl out and I start making my way to the beams of the bar, like the beams, and start making a web, and I start sitting in a web.
Okay. And this is the guy's now, he's kind of like leaning over Mildred and be like, come on, man, please, let's go. And he's trying to help you out the door. You're pretty much the last one to leave now. While the other mages are inside. Does she go? Okay. So he escorts you out. You can see Leopold and Fader standing there. Fader, give me your perception check. As you look around, you notice a lot of people here look confused and like, what the hell is that? Everyone is kind of looking at what just happened. The only people that they don't even know what happened. As you noticed, the mages inside, you're probably like watching them try to read their body language a little bit, and they look also confused as to what is happening. And then I'll tell Hemlock and and Leopold what they see after our break. So let's take our 10-minute break. And then I'll let you know what happens. Right back. So, yeah, you just had a fun night. Well, you're still going, but so we have Fader and Mildred outside with Leopold, while Leopold listens in with his owl, and Hemlock listens in as a little spider on the wall. So as you're listening and watching, you just see that some mages come in. They kind of surround him. They're looking at him. No one's touching him. They're just like really closely looking to see what's going on. You can hear them discussing that they don't know what this is. They're trying to like maybe do a few spells to see if anything kind of goes off, like detect magics or things like that. But yeah, they are confused as well. Then you see this another mage come in who's kind of has different kinds of plants and herbs on her, and she looks like some kind of healer slash botany major, and she's kind of looking at this stuff as well, trying to determine what's happening. And you just hear her say, "Oh no, I don't know what this is. I have to check and run some tests." And that's, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of what you get as well. They start to clean up the mess, kind of use magic and prestidigitation to clean it up, and kind of use telekinesis, kind of lift him up. They drape him with a towel, and they float him out of the front of the building and into the Emerald Doors. While that's happening, people are probably like crowding around, and they're like saying, "Please, everyone, just stay back, stay back." And this is what you see. So yeah, Hemlock, you're still a little spider on the wall, and Leopold's owl's in there listening. What do you say?
I'll talk to Vader because I am telepathically linked to him. I'd be like, they do not know what is going on with Snapple. They have to do test, and they just carted him out. Did you see him?
Oh, wait, you said Snapple. Is that who the body was? Is that Snapple?
Yes, you weren't here. Yes, dear. It was horrendous. We saw his head pop like a pimple.
Okay.
Leopold threw up. It was hilarious, but also very sad and just like, you know.
Leopold is
He
here with me
contaminated
right now.
the crime.
Leopold, I'm going to see if I can get Leopold to breathe.
I'm here too.
Oh, Mildred's out here with me as well.
I also speak telepathically in people's minds.
Are you keeping an eye on
Hello,
in
dear.
there?
Hello.
Leopold, breathe. Leopold, breathe. Breathe now. Okay, breathe
I just
now.
pop a mushroom right in his mouth. Boop.
Totally should have been your frog.
Don't you feed me. I don't
Leopold,
trust
you're
you.
back. Did you see anything?
Did I saw?
I mean, anything other than the obvious.
A man's head
So I'm going to take that as a no.
explode. And he pointed at her and said, "You."
I think he was trying to profess his undying and hidden love for me, the beautiful and enchanting Mildred Lump.
Why is she saying, like, what is going on through Mildred's head right now? Like, what is it? Does she really believe these things, or is she just saying
No.
no. Okay, I just want to know. I'm just trying to get an idea of like what's her real personality.
But maybe, I mean, he wouldn't be the first man to fall for me, you know.
Like if she really truly believes these things, that would be hilarious. Like, it would be so...
Or maybe you all did this. I mean, you were trying to get in the library. You might have thought Snapple was a stepping stone on your path. You could have done all this.
You really think that we're capable of that sort of thing?
Everything would come to you. It suggests murder as the first thing. I don't know what to think of.
So, if I can get this straight, he came into the bar and said something to you, Mildred. Do you remember any details?
Well, he had blisters all over him, and he looked at me, and he had, passion in his eyes, and he said, you, Mildred, and then I think he's about to say, I love you, but then his head exploded.
Right.
But we will never know. These are the things you regrets in life, Let this be a lesson to all you young ones that, you got to, you live each day like it's your last.
Life advice by Mildred Lum.
I'm gonna eat a mushroom, though.
Okay. Did you? And you got enough remains for us to both.
I've got
perform
2
some-
vials of his blistered skin.
Do you mind if I take one of those?
Well, I did get one for you because you asked.
I know. Thank you.
Here you go. I've got my own vial of, fetid flesh.
I'm going to slip that into an inner pocket until I can investigate it more thoroughly later.
Okay.
Is it safe to come out now? I am a tiny little spider, by the way.
Oh, she's so cute. Stay away from Morty, dear. You look like a snack.
All right. So, what do you guys do for the rest of the night?
Well,
I'm assuming
Do
that
we
we
look at the flesh?
It's pretty much time to go to bed at this point. Yeah.
now let's all get on the same page. So when they assign us the new, person in charge, let's make it clear that tomorrow that Snapple was going to send us out to discover the location in the map. He had clearly stated that it was his intention.
My thoughts.
Smart, Millie.
Is it possible that we could now use Snapple's untimely demise as could we say, perhaps the map arrived now at the same time and it's not a coincidence, and that following this map would lead to clues into what happened to Snapple?
Oh,
That
yes.
seems.
I'm so sure that they're going to allow a bunch of people that may be implemented in a murder investigation.
Why would we be implemented? We
wander.
didn't do anything.
We're the last people he probably saw live.
That is an assumption. We haven't seen him for days. Hasn't it been days since we went and saw him? Like we've been working, we've
No.
been investigating,
we
we've been
saw
trying
him
to.
this morning.
Was that this morning? I thought we had all done things.
You would have seen him throughout those days. Just like have your normal interactions.
I
Or
mean,
just
he
seen
is
him
our
walking by.
boss.
But we may have been the last ones to see him alive, but he was obviously coming from someplace else. He's a busy man. He could have easily have seen other people before
And
then.
we're also quite possibly the worst employees in this place.
I've
Of
been
course
doing
they're
a
gonna
good job lately.
point the fingers at
I
us.
rolled a 13 yesterday.
Maybe this is something to do with what happened with the alarms.
That could be.
I'm pretty sure that alarm was not just a regular drill.
I
Let's-
know for sure somebody stole a book.
Let's not get
wasn't
ahead of
me.
ourselves, okay? Let's just keep it simple. Tell us the best lies contain mostly truth. Not he was going to send us on this trip, but let's not, make it any more convoluted. His last orders to us before his death was that we go on this very important quest to discover the treasure in the map. And we cannot, it was almost like his dying wish.
I think I smell toast.
Mildred, let's you and I first do our investigations on these vials of leftovers in order to try and figure out what actually happened to him.
Oh, we can
My
do that
left
tomorrow
arm
in the
hurts.
morning.
Yes,
Let's all get a drink, right?
of
We just watched a
leftover-
man's head explode. A stiff drink, I think, is in order.
That
a
was
cheers!
in the
But we
bar.
can't go in there.
Oh,
We
The
We just-
crime scene was in the bar.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go back to my room and do haul out my poison kit and see if I can identify if there's any sort of toxins in these remains.
okay. Roll
I
with your
will do the
poisoner's
same.
kit.
I'm gonna
Well,
use. Can I use my
I-
herbalist kit?
Yeah, you would use your.
And also, or would it be better to use
Millie?
my herbalism kit or to use my medicine abilities?
What is your medicine abilities?
A medicine check.
I would
It would be
say
the same
your-
thing.
I am
wouldn't it?
proficient in medicine
I
and
would-
herbalism.
Yeah, I would use a herbalism kit.
Sounds like the same role, really.
Yeah.
Can I help with Millie if I am proficient in herbalism as well?
Oh, and you could
herbalism kit.
enhance my skills with.
So I mean, these will take a few hours. Who needs a full rest? Who does Fader
Oh.
only needs 4 hours. But to let these, I mean, maybe you can start them and let them kind of brew. I don't know. Like how would
What time is it?
well, it's time to go to sleep. Like it's the end of the day.
All right.
If you stay up throughout the night, you'll have one level
It
of
can
exhaustion.
wait till morning. I need a good rest.
Except for Fader.
Oh,
Leo goes into his room, goes into his watch, and has a nervous breakdown.
Right?
Leo's so wound up tight,
Quite.
I'm going to have to convince him to start eating these mushrooms. It's really going to help him calm down, Perhaps I should grow some other sorts of herbs, the chilling out kind.
Yes. Downer.
Just trying to get something on Fader's character sheet.
I have no idea how to do a poisoner's
Yeah,
kit.
I'm adding it to your character sheet now. I think I just did.
You did.
So you just click on the icon. And then in the chat you see it say use.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, you sit there for a good 4 hours and dropping your little drops one at a time, seeing if you get reactions. And this does not register as a poison of any kind that you know of. Then so you all get your long rests. Leopold goes inside of his lamp. When you go inside your lamp, it's the same thing again. You see that book just sitting there, and every time
I'm just
you
throwing things at the book that stuff goes through it. I can't,
yeah,
no.
just goes through it. And it's just always there now. It's kind of like, all right, I get it. And you all get your long rests. Wake up in the morning, everyone gets ready and goes to work? No? Okay, what is,
Well, there's no Snapple to overlook us, Who's going to be keeping track of our work?
So do you all get out in the courtyard and start discussing this?
Yeah, I think
Alright.
I think this is probably an appropriate day off. After you watch your boss's head explode at the workplace.
I think that's a reasonable assumption. I
Seems
think
like-
we should at least find out if we have a new boss.
Indeed.
How are you holding up, Leopold?
I'm fine. Are you fine? Everything's
He's
great.
in the bottle.
I'm gonna
Too
brew
early.
you some chamomile tea. No mushrooms.
Nice.
It'll calm the nerves.
Hi.
I think last night's drink has already calmed his nerves quite a bit.
Chamomile tea, touch of rum. That's how you do it.
I'm fine.
Delicious.
I'll be fine.
You look terrible, dear. Absolutely dreadful.
I'm fine.
All right. So you guys make your way to your little work areas in the library?
No,
No?
I'm not going to work.
Oh, you're not going to work?
No.
Who is going to work? Anyone? Or do you guys all not go to work?
Well, let's go to work and see if there's someone there.
Because I thought Fader said he was.
Maybe we can find a book on the boils.
Aye.
Leopold probably sits at his little workstation, but just stares at the books in front of him and just still having problems.
Let's go and see if we can find someone to lie about our new expedition.
Who's this woman?
Oh, there's a woman.
I mean, there's always people in this library. It's not just you guys. Yeah, you guys are standing at your desk. Obviously, Snapple doesn't come over at all. But as you guys are deciding or talking about what you're going to do in the morning, you do hear a lady start to say some names, and you hear Hemlock. Is there a Hemlock in here? Oh, what is this? A Mildred?
Oh, that's me.
Present.
Oh, she kind of looks over and she comes over. She's she has silver hair. It's like white hair. It's kind of like frizzy a little bit. Looks almost like she got struck by lightning. She is an elf, but it is hard to tell how old she is. And she's just she has this little lovebird on her shoulder, just popping around on her shoulder, trying to hold on as she walks over to you. She goes, "Oh, hi. You guys are the ones that work here, right? For Snapple?"
Yes, ma'am. What can we help you with?
She goes, I guess apparently I'm going to be your new boss.
I must warn you, dear. Just recently, both of our bosses have died horrible deaths. You may want to look into a different sort of employment.
She goes, "Oh, I don't know anything about that, but she
I
goes,
literally watched his head explode yesterday. You should look into it.
I heard terrible thing. So terrible." She goes, "But the problem is I don't have oh God, he didn't leave any paperwork. I don't know what you guys are working on." She says,
Well, I have something that we need to share with you. Hemlock here is in possession of a very important treasure map. And, we were just about to go on an important adventure to discover where it leads to.
"Oh,
Snapper was very excited about it.
she's like, "Oh, that sounds so cool." She goes, that's what you guys do for him? You go on missions?
Yes.
We
Occasionally,
look upon
just
knowledge.
went to Helm's Deep. Helm's Deep? No. We just went to the city to discover the
Baldur's
location. Boulder's Gate, to discover where these enchanted evil books were from. We discovered that they were from a bunch of werejackals. Can you believe that? A coven of werejackals
So
trying to
I've meant to
revive.
wear a jackal were once. They're such interesting folk.
Indeed.
They are.
What is Leopold doing at this point?
He is just watching his life go down the tubes and just trying to find a way to interject, but it's like the rails have come off. He's just
yeah.
a slightly more broken man than the day before.
Hemlock?
Also, ma'am, it's not just us. It's Feta and Leopold. He's also there. We're a group.
Oh, that is
I
so
don't know.
cool. I didn't know Candlekeep does stuff like that. I wish they did that when I was younger. And then she says, oh yeah, give me a deception check. Mildred, deception check with advantage. Because you were the one that started this. She says, that was like the quietest yay I've ever seen. Everyone's just like,
Could I push to talk?
no, I know, it's just funny. So she says, she goes, well, since he left no paperwork, I don't see any paperwork from him or the guy before him. She says, she goes, you seem like trustworthy people. I agree. You just tell me what your job is here and we'll go from there. I really don't have much to go on right now, so I'll put my faith in you. You seem like
I
trustworthy
greatly
people.
appreciate that.
And
Peter,
what's
you're out
your-
for any
I'm
other
going to put my
adventures?
hand on Leopold's shoulder.
And what's
Sort
your
of
name,
gently
ma'am?
squeeze.
Hey, Kirsty. Huh? She says,
What is your name?
I'm Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay, it is a pleasure. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a great. You're going to be our great new boss.
Oh, I'm so
I'm so
excited
very
too.
excited.
I've never worked with
Me
adventurers before. And
Dear-
her little lovebird on her like kind of hiccups, and this little flame comes out of its mouth.
Can I tell what that is?
It looks like a songbird. Or a lovebird.
I love
Wait,
your song.
wait.
I love
Songbird,
your lovebird.
Songbird, sorry.
I love your songbird. What is its name?
Oh, this is Cupid.
Cupid. What a lovely name. I love this woman. I love this woman.
I must say, it's really been a pleasure meeting you, dear. First impressions mean so much, and you did a
totally
fantastic
agree.
job.
Because now, excuse me, I have so much work to do. I don't know how I'm going to do this. And
Best of luck to you, dear.
kind of walks up.
Before
Yeah.
you go, Miss Lay, could we perhaps have some sort of a writ of passage so that we can get in and out of the city as we need to perform our new duties?
She says, don't you have your cards with you?
Oh, he was about to,
No, your
Before
card.
his
Like, you
head.
all have.
We do have the card.
Yeah.
okay.
You used them already. Like, you didn't need permission to, like, you could leave and come and go as you wish.
Our library card.
Oh.
It's just you'd be going against your boss telling you not to go. That's all.
So now we have
they,
the permission.
yeah, they don't stop you at the gate, like as long as you have your identification card.
I knew this was going to work. As soon as she leaves, I'm just like, I knew this was going to work out for the best.
Did she leave yet?
Yeah. So she kind of like walks out, all like hair frizzled, and she starting a new position.
I do worry about her, though. This position of hers seems quite dangerous to the health.
Does no one worry what happened to Snapple? We're just ignoring all of that.
Well, there's a whole team
No,
of wizards looking into it.
And we're investigating it too.
Indeed.
We don't know that what we find and when we follow this map will have nothing to do with what happened to Snapple. It's entirely possible that it does.
Perhaps now we should go break into his office.
Ooh,
That's
I like
not a
that
bad
whole
thought.
idea.
In his office?
Into Snapple's old office.
I would believe she's
Just
in his
imagine
office.
if the cause of his death was in his office and we could have gotten there first.
Right.
But it didn't happen.
Or we could, the day has just begun. We could make a start on our trip.
Well, the day is young. I mean, his office is here.
Yeah, his
We could break in
office.
first and then go on the adventure.
That is true.
Why do we
And
need
Maybe
I
there's some
don't.
shinies.
Our new boss did just say that we are free to do whatever our job has us doing. If we get caught, we can always say that Frida Lay told us that we should investigate.
Oh my goodness, you were
That
right.
that doesn't track.
So we're all
Leopold,
in
come
agreement
on.
then. We're all
We're
in
Yes.
agreement then.
essentially writing our new job description. You know, this is great.
I think that makes a
We should come up with
certain
something
amount of
formal.
sense.
I feel like a group name is coming. I will workshop it. I'm thinking like the secret author of the flame or something like that.
Of Candlekeep. It's a good order of Candlekeep.
Of the keep.
Of the
Yeah, but the flame
Keep.
keep.
The flame.
Keepers of the Flame.
Yes.
Okay. So
Unhealthy.
To the keepers of the flame.
We should get metal. Little pin or something.
I'm gonna go
Yes,
and
metals. I can weigh down our next boss into oblivion. God.
I'm going to whisper
maybe
to
we can-
Brandon, to Mildred and Hemlock. I think we need to work on Leopold and getting him, more
Aid.
able to enjoy life.
So Leopold, what are your thoughts?
Come on, Leopold.
Ah.
What about all the mysterious knowledge that is out there that we could find and bring to here for other people, you know?
We could also die.
Yes, but I would
Well,
not let that happen to you.
no,
You
we're
can die
we're
just getting out of
capable
bed in the morning.
adventurers, dear. We can overcome plenty of challenges.
We were never adventurers. This was not an adventuring job. Now it is, apparently.
Indeed.
Leopold,
I mean,
every you go.
you're the one who found the map, right? I mean,
I am.
or I thought he was. Oh, that's right. It was in a different book. Well,
But just think, all this
Leopold
reading
found the
is
book
your
that
own
attacked us.
adventure. Now instead of reading, we can be in an adventure and they'll write about us. Don't you want that?
there could be wealth, gold,
Maybe we could find
power,
that weird book. That
status.
weird book.
If I was golden rope, I'd stay with my family.
Didn't you just go, like,
Hemlock just made a good point.
You can find that weird book that Snapple recommended to find.
I look at my
Maybe
watch.
it's at this place. Maybe it's you have to get out the keep because it's not here. I don't.
You look at your watch, and it fast forwards an hour and then rewinds an hour.
Son of a bitch.
Come on, team. We got a
Fine.
team.
Fine. Let's.
so? I mean, excellent. He said fine.
He said
Yeah.
fine.
He looked at his watch, was like.
Maybe we should get like the Order of the Flame in a watch like him and be all cool, you know, just like ooh time.
That is the dumbest name.
Keepers of the flame.
Keepers of the Flame.
So what do our keepers of the flame do?
What does the flame have to do with anything? Does everything burn down around us? Is that why with the flame?
Indeed, it's the flame in our hearts.
The flame of knowledge.
The flame of adventure.
That's what
The
it
flame
is.
of
It's the flame of
Candlekeep.
knowledge. It's a
The
flame,
flame
of
of my
understanding.
career burning into a nightmare.
Just don't tell them, because I don't think they want us to burn the books. That the keep should not be in flames. We're keepers of the flame.
The flame
Away
is the
from
flame
the
of
books.
knowledge and
In
understanding.
time, I'm sure you guys will find a way to burn this entire place to the ground.
Exactly.
You do know that there is the keepers of the Emerald Door here in Candlekeep. I'm just saying you would know that.
That ain't
You would-
us.
You would. I know. I'm just saying you would know. Like, there's a similar group to that, like Emerald Door.
Keepers
You'd
of
be
the
the
Emerald Flame.
You'd be the flame. They'd be the
The
door.
green flame.
Flame blades. The green flame blades.
Ooh.
Keepers who watch the flame of knowledge adventure burning.
So,
That's
adventure
what
time then?
Kirsty said. All right. All right. So what does the group do? The keepers of the somewhat whatever flame at that to decide at the moment.
Suppose we need to prepare for a journey.
Are we gonna raid his room?
Do we go to his office?
Let's
and see
do
if we can
all
get
of the
in?
above. You know, what's keeping us back? We just do what we want.
All right.
I
So
mean,
the
I'm
group.
sure.
Yeah, I'll just say the group just starts walking towards his office. Who follows?
I'm ready.
Everyone follows. All right, so yeah, you walk your way to Snapple's old office. The door is open, and you just hear inside, like things falling over, books dropping on the ground. God damn it! You just hear that lady, Frito-Lay, inside, trying to organize stuff.
Frita.
Oh, well, she like pops her head up. Some books fall over. She goes, oh, did you need something?
Wait, do you need any help?
She goes, oh no, I have my own system, you see.
Oh,
Well, we would just thought maybe we could help you go through with some of Snapple's old effects.
Oh, no, maybe I'll call you in after I get a little more situated. I'm still trying to get my bearings here.
would you mind
But
if
I
we had a?
appreciate it.
Righto, and Leo walks away.
I'm like, listen, dear. You know, our good friend Snapple. You know, he passed away yesterday, and under mysterious circumstances.
Oh
and
yes, I
as
heard.
much as we wanted to go off on this venture right away because it is, you know, so important to him, you know, we couldn't help but think that perhaps there could be some clues to his mysterious death here in his office, and you know, we just thought maybe we'd come and take a quick look
She
around.
says, oh, I highly doubt that. She goes, they came in last night. They completely went through everything. She's like, that's why it's such a mess in here.
Who was they?
She says, who else? The Avowed. The ones looking into what happened to him.
Did they find anything?
She says, oh, I don't know that. And I'm a little one. I'm no one special here. Don't tell me anything.
I think you're special.
She goes, I didn't even know about this group really until the other day after Snapple died. So I guess that would be this morning. Yeah.
Well,
She just found out. I just found out this morning. I was in charge of you guys.
Well, I suppose if you couldn't see to letting us take a look around ourselves, we should be heading off then. Although I still really would love to, you know, for my own peace of
I
mind.
thought you had adventures to go on.
We do.
Well, don't worry. I mean, this is just a mess. I'm just gonna get the books back on the shelves and try to put some kind of system here going, and then if I need help, I'll definitely let you know. I appreciate it. But you must be so busy.
Indeed. Well.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, the places, you could tell it was kind of ransacked. A lot of the stuff is missing from this office now after they went through it. So what do you guys do?
Prepare for adventure.
You head off? Is that what you guys do?
Yeah.
Now we know where the which way is.
Yes.
Is that okay? So we can
It's
head more or less directly there.
I think it's a 3-day. Did you say it was a 3-day journey?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It is a 3-day journey, so please make sure your plants are watered, Mildred.
If 3 days there, just to
Ada.
which way, we don't know how long it's going to be to the actual place. And then, of course, there's the time back.
sure it's a big jug this time, Mildred. Just put it in upside down, you know.
I make sure to keep them all watered, and you know what I do is I hang a bottle, like a jar above them with a little tiny hole, and it just sort of drip, 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 drip.
Smart. And let's get some rations and get trekking.
Okay. So you get your rations. You do your. I'm just gonna go right through this. So you go get your rations. You spend most of the morning, well, like a few hours, I guess, getting your stuff, packing your bags, making sure your funguses are okay, getting some rations for 3 days, and then you start heading out to late. I would say later in the afternoon. As you start to travel inward inland, the first night just goes by with no incidences. You kind of start making your way towards which way, and as you're going, the road kind of just gets a little bit more narrow, and you can tell the roads you're going on are a little less used, or frequently used, or not as frequently used. And then, but no incidents happen. You pass a few people traveling, but no one really stops to talk, and it's at nighttime. So, how would you do your your watch for camp?
If I were to take my 4 hours at the beginning, I could take the remainder of the night's watch, and that way, the three of you would have to split up 4 hours, and I could take the rest if that would work.
Perhaps you could go get some rest while we're preparing dinner and getting ready for bed.
Leo just keeps his owl out and uses his familiar.
Okay. So whoever is doing the first watch, give me. Are you doing the first and second? So give me just one perception check.
Who are you speaking to?
You're doing the first watch, right?
I was gonna sleep for the first watch and take
sleep for the first. Okay, I got that.
I got it. I'll stay up and do
Mildred.
it.
And the owl, which is, I believe, just a +1.
Yeah.
But it's advantage.
Nice. So yeah, you are sitting there, probably just looking out into the forest around you, trying to hear anything. You hear every now and then some twigs breaking. You look, but there's nothing there. And you make it through your watch. Who's doing the next watch? Is it?
I'll go.
Okay.
What is it?
And Leopold, what was your owl for? What was that one for?
The owl's just keeping watch.
Okay.
It's a new owl. It's not. It's not trained yet.
Hemlock, the same kind of thing goes on. The night is quiet. You hear a few animals in the woods, but nothing happens. And then we would come to Fader's turn.
I'm going to add my +6.
You yeah, I mean, why is he so distracted tonight? I mean, you're doing an okay job of keeping track, but every now and then you do hear the same things, but nothing happens throughout the night, and you all get your long rest. All right, so I'm just gonna All right. So the next day, you guys are traveling again, going through the forest now. It's getting a little bit more dense, but you have good directions from the Avowed at Candlekeep. And as you make your way through the forest, you start to hear some noises, and it sounds just like frogs. They're rabbit. How do frogs sound? Rabbit, rabbit. Is that a frog? Yeah, that actually sounds really good. And then they are just, you kind of hear them like up ahead, you see the bushes and everything kind of just go like, they kind of shake, and then you just hear that noise again.
I'm going to stealth.
Okay. Let me put you on the map. Let's see. So so this is kind of what would be your marching order. So you're walking through the woods. This path isn't here. I just couldn't find the right map. It's just all ground and dirt. Off in the distance, you can hear what sounds to be like a little river, water running. So we'll start with Mildred. Where would you have been in this walking order?
In the middle.
All right. Well, everyone just put where you would be, I guess, and this. If you were walking as a group.
I can't move my person because the game's paused.
Yep. He'll be in the
It's
back.
not paused.
It says so on my screen, and I can't move.
Well, you need to
You need to
refresh.
reload.
There we go.
Apologies.
All right.
Let's see, how on edge is Leopold?
So Fader quickly goes into stealth when he hears Robert, and then the bushes move. All right, give me a stealth check.
Yeah.
It seems, as a person who spends a tremendous amount of time in a swamp, do these ribbit sounds sound different than, regular folks?
I like that. Give me an insight check with advantage. Yeah, Mildred, you recognize these sounds almost immediately as giant toads.
Do I think that those are threatening?
If they're hungry. And then
I'm going
Mhm.
to use my halo of spores, or my symbiotic entity ability.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Well, does Mildred say anything?
I'm like, everybody be on guard. Giant toads are coming.
Mirror Image again, is it then?
My stealth check was a total of 17 if the 11 wasn't sufficient.
What is that ability?
For me, that's
Yeah.
my psychic. What the heck is it? I can't remember what it's called, but it's the thing that lets me add a d6 if it's a failed check.
Oh, okay. I didn't see you rolled the d6 as well. All right.
Correct.
So yeah, you guys all take your stances, and you just see the bushes moving, and then you just see this massive frog up ahead kind of just pop out.
Oh, good lord.
And it's just like looks at you, and it kind of just, you see its tongue come out, kind of licks its lips. Everyone roll initiative. as this toad clearly looks like it wants to eat you all. Right. Hemlock.
And turn myself into a wolf, a dire wolf. So I turn myself into a wolf and I charge at the toad.
Okay. Do you have control of that? Oh, you should.
Oh,
Alright, so you charge right at the wolf, 50-foot movement.
I use a bite attack.
You don't have... so 1d...
Sorry.
or 1d20 plus 5?
Yes.
Should have access. Oh, you don't. Now you should.
Nat 20 plus 5, 25.
Nice. Alright, roll the damage. You should have access to the sheet now.
Okay. Okay, melee, 12?
Nice. Alright. And you bite into it, you get this mouthful of leathery frog skin.
But,
Anything else?
That'll be it.
Mildred.
Is it dark outside?
It's dark because you guys are under a lot of forest cover.
Yeah, I can't see like anything outside of like right here.
Oh. Really?
I have like 5 feet vision.
It should be.
I'm like that everywhere now. I don't know if everyone else gets that, but unless I'm like outside on the big map.
I think this one might help. Does that
That's
help?
good.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so I will bonus action use my Halo of Spores. Oh no, it's gonna be when it starts its turn there. I use my action. Okay, so I will just throw a stone at him.
Okay. That's definitely it.
Plus 3. Eight
Okay,
8 damage total.
Got it. All right. Yeah. Is that it?
Oh. Sorry. I think I do extra necrotic. Sorry. You can also use your action to deal necrotic damage. Oh, melee weapon attacks. Okay, nope, that's it. The melee attacks.
All right.
Yes, my turn's over.
Fader.
Am I successfully hidden?
what was your roll again?
11, and if that fails,
Yep.
17.
You are. Nice.
So that's going to be 2d6 plus 3 plus twice my sneak attack.
Well, when you roll the damage, we'll ask you for advantage.
I can't get I can only get that for the D4 regular dagger. This is the psychic dagger with D6, and I haven't set that up in the macro
Gotcha.
yet. So there's the dagger.
Okay.
And there's the sneak attack.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you guys do a lot of damage to this thing. It's just like blood pouring out of it, but it still has a little strength in it.
I'm going to bonus action high.
Okay. Let's go. Boop. Alrighty. It's the giant toads. All right, so this one is going to attack Hemlock.
Don't like he said the way he said this one.
Yeah, I might have given that away. So that's a 9.
Yes.
It misses. And then this other one jumps out of the bushes in front of Mildred. And it goes for an attack. One, 2, 3. It's definitely a hit. For 14 piercing. And poison damage. Wow, so 14 total on Mildred. Okay. Got it. And then another one pops out next to Leopold.
Oh no!
Well, like you can see it like 20 feet away, jump out of the bushes from the water. Oh, this is loud. Gets a 10. It misses.
Thank goodness.
Then off in the distance, you can hear like more bushes rustling. Leopold.
Ah, you are very close. I don't want to touch you, but I will. Shocking grasp.
Okay. $19, that's it. Okay.
And that's actually +2 thunder. And I will back up since he can't take reactions now.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
Hemlock. You have this.
I am going to
Bad Froggy.
the one in front of me.
Okay. That's a hit.
15.
Go in and bite that frog right under its flabby neck for 15 damage, and you just rip it out. And just blood and ooze comes out, and it just drops.
Ew.
And it's all in your mouth, and it tastes really bad.
And I move over here
Okay.
and I growl.
All right,
That's it.
Mildred. Looks like he has to take a phone call. Fader.
I'm going to, assuming that I am stealthed, I'm going to throw my dagger at the frog next to us. I'm then going to move and bonus action stealth again.
Okay. That's definitely a hit. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Five, six, 7.
Yep. I'm going to move to these bushes to the north, 30 feet, and then bonus action stealth.
Okay. We'll go back to Mildred.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, did I take damage?
Yep. What was it again? It was 15 piercing. No, it was, no, I'm reading it wrong. Where was it? It was... Oh, 14. 14 piercing.
Yeah, some of it poison,
Yeah,
apparently.
it was 3 piercing and then 9 poison.
Okay, so I had some temporary hit points. Did you do my con save? I put it in the chat, but I don't know if you did it.
I did.
You did?
It was like that -1, right?
1 damage.
Yeah,
You
I
make
saw
a con save.
Oh yeah, and you are grappled, I believe.
Okay, I'm going to shillelagh this. I'm going to use my shillelagh ability and then smack him.
Okay.
Nice.
That's
So
definitely a hit.
sweet. For 8, and then he will also take necrotic damage. 1d6. Another 4 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Alright, so 15.
Yep. And that's it.
Alright. Toads are up. This one grappling you with its mouth is going to attempt to do a swallow.
Alright, I'm going to use my reaction to use my Halo of Spores ability.
Okay.
DC 13 con save.
Gets a 5.
Wow. 2 4s. 8 damage.
Alright. But it can still gonna make its bite attack at you. With advantage. This is so loud. Gets a 14.
Miss.
Ah, it's a miss. As it tries to swallow you, but you're just holding on. Okay, the next one. Guess it's gonna go after Leopold. As it ribbits over to you.
No, stay over there. Stay over there. Oh.
Because you didn't say you were hiding, right? You didn't. You just ran over there.
No, I don't have the
Okay.
ability to hide on a bonus action. Yeah.
So it goes to bite you. Gets a 15.
Okay, I have to roll a d20. Yeah, it hits me.
What was the D20 thing?
I have mirror image up.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so it hits you and you are now grappled.
Oh my god, it's with us!
And you take 13 damage. 3 piercing and 8 poison. Where's the grapple button? Oh. Leopold.
Reading a spell right quick to see if it needs to be. Does it need to understand my language? It needs to understand me. Yep, nope, that's not gonna work. Alright, I am going to. I am going to cry a little bit because. And then I will bonus action cast Armor of Agathis. Oh no, that's just an action. Oh, darn. Yeah, I'll cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
So I get five temporary hit points, and if he hits me, he will take 5 cold damage.
Well, okay. It's because you're technically grappled by him, so I don't know how that. But it would have to be a hit, so I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
the way the rules are.
I don't know how the mirror image is going to work with that, though. Yeah. But that'll end my turn.
Hemlock.
Don't forget that you have pack tactics advantage.
I know. Bite attack. $24.
I hit. Nice. Wait, what? Oh, that was just the bite. Nice, 14 damage.
And I keep forgetting, it has to do a strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
You bite into it, ripping out this massive hole into its side, and it fails its saving throw and falls to the ground prone, bringing Mildred with it. Is that it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say she's prone, but it fell down holding her. Mildred.
Okay. Let's hit it with my shillelagh again.
Oh, no.
Oh, I get to re-roll it.
Yeah, it's it's just so wobbly. You swing and you just miss.
Stupid dud.
Anything else? Is that it?
Yes.
Fader.
Throwing a dagger at the one attacking Leopold.
Okay.
My
That's a
last, my last stealth check was a 19.
Mm-hmm.
And total?
How much?
Oh, sorry, 13 total.
Okay.
And bonus action.
Okay. Alright, giant toads are up. The one holding on to Mildred, guts are pouring out of its eye, but it's still gonna try to eat you.
Hold on.
Gonna...
Reaction. 13
But
con save.
doesn't it have to make its attack first?
No, I think
'Cause-
because it's a reaction, I can go first.
A reaction happens after the trigger, not before.
Isn't it also in your spores?
It would say, you'd have to say it in the, we would have to read the thing, like exactly what it says. Because very few things happen before.
as an action. Whatever. When it starts its turn. If it starts its turn within 10 feet of me, I can use my reaction.
Okay, then that would, go before its attack. So it has to do a Constitution save.
Con save, 13 con save. Or take 2 damage.
It's gonna be interesting. Oh, it gets a 20. All right, and then it goes to try to swallow you. So it makes a bite attack with advantage. Oh, 15. Your armor class is 16. It happened again where it almost got you. It just, your spores confused it. The next one is going to try to swallow Leopold.
Do the mirror images help? It's weird.
So the mirror, yes, mirror image still takes effect, but his attack will be at advantage. And what does the mirror image do?
I roll a d20.
Okay, so
I roll a d20,
right,
and if I roll a 6 or higher, he hits the mirror image.
Okay, so it doesn't have anything to do with his attack though, so he still gets the advantage, right? That's what I was just trying to get at. So he gets an 18.
He swallows a mirror image.
Well, he doesn't swallow anything. He goes, I guess he's holding on to you, but then you kind of just start fading, and he just hits the mirror image instead of you. That was a close one. Leopold.
I am going to.
It looked like 2 people he was holding, kind of phasing in and out of each other.
I don't think
like the Matrix.
I'm gonna. I will shocking grasp this gentleman that I'm sitting in.
Why is your water frozen?
Huh?
I don't know.
No, Hemlock.
Because I put it in the freezer.
That's a hit. 3 damage. Zaps it.
Not that I can get out of his mouth, so
He's still going.
That'll end my turn.
Okay.
Help!
Poor Leopold.
Bite. Oh wait. 23.
That hits. How do you kill it?
I see it grappling Millie, and I go for its tongue, and I rip out his tongue. Ah!
Oh. And then it kind of just unwraps around her and she slimes out of it. Alright.
Oh, thanks so much, dear. It's getting scary.
Anything else?
And then I move.
Mildred.
That's it.
And then I will throw a stone at it.
Oops. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I accidentally took you out of the turn order. But it doesn't matter.
$14.
That hits.
9 damage.
How do you kill it?
I just take my rock and I'm like, get off of there, my friends! And I throw it, and I just smack it right in the eye, and it just goes right into its head.
Awesome.
It collapses onto the ground.
Enter combat. You did hear one in the woods, but it never came. So Leopold's covered in slime from being in its mouth.
No. No.
I go over and start licking off the
No,
slime.
no.
Awesome. All right, so yeah, what do you guys do? You say anything?
I'm remaining stealth until we're sure that nothing else is coming at us.
Give me a perception check. 17. Yeah, you stay still for a little bit and look out. You can hear some bushes rattle off in the distance, but you're pretty confident nothing is coming towards you.
Well, why did we go on this adventure? This is madness. This is madness. Why are we out here with these giant things?
Dangerous things are everywhere, dear. We've got to learn to handle these things a little bit better. The learning experience.
Is there any point in searching the corpses? I
Do you
don't
think these things
suppose
have
giant
pockets?
toads carry much in the way of treasure.
They don't have pockets. Why would they need treasure?
Well, it came very close to swallowing you, and you have treasure. It may have something in its belly.
Fine, you go digging the creature. I'm going to go clean myself.
I will do just that. Would somebody like to help me?
I don't think toads have treasure, dear.
So, are you gonna like take a knife and start cutting through the stomach to see what's inside of it? Is that how he's gonna search these things?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my drow daggers.
And you're just gonna start reaching into its stomach to see what's in there, hoping to find some gold or something.
Just see if there's anything left of its previous meal.
Okay.
Enjoy your hookworm.
All right. So yeah, you cut into it. It's just like all nasty, gooey. You start sticking your hands in there, and then you just start feeling this burning sensation on your hand. So, I mean, it's not burning to the point where it's causing you a lot of harm right now, but you kind of start to remember that this toad is poisonous as well. So unless you protect yourself, you could get some. Yeah.
I quickly pull away from it.
But when you felt in there, it just felt like slimy, gooey stuff. You could also just try to like push on it, and see if you feel anything. But
I would also
slime.
like to. I'd also like to see if I can use my poisoner's kit to maybe collect any of this in order to create some poison from it.
All right, give me a check with your poisoner's kit. DC. This isn't too crazy a poison, so we'll just say 15. Yeah, as you're trying to get some poison out of these things, you just keep, every time you go to cut open like the little poison sac, it just like just busts open and just squirts all over the place and it gets ruined. Yeah, that's it. You guys travel for the rest of the night, set up camp. I'm just gonna get right through this. So there's no checks because there's no encounters for the night. So you kind of set up your watch. Each one of you go through your watch, but there's no encounters. The next day, you continue your travels, following the directions that the Avowed gave you. Getting close to the end of the day, the sun is going down, it's getting dark. Off in the distance, you can see the kind of that area on the map called Which Way. You come upon these old foundations of houses. All that's left is pretty much a few rock walls here or there. There's really nothing there anymore. And you do remember the about telling you that this town has been abandoned for a long time, that there's really nothing here anymore. So you arrive at Which Way, but again, this once growing little town is now just a bunch of foundations and old hearths and stuff like that. There's nothing left, and the sun is going down, so you'll have to set up camp here for the night, and then begin your journeys in the morning. What do you guys say to each other as you find Which Way?
Well, that was exciting.
That was just getting here. And we're not even done.
I know so much more excitement to come. I can't wait.
Ah.
I was almost eaten by a toad. You know, he licked me.
Just wait. Just wait for the treasure! The shinies and the baubles and the chest that we have to open. Hopefully I don't have to open it because I have really bad... I do horrible at chest. Anyway, just adventure! Whoop, whoop.
And this is where we're gonna leave our camp today, with you guys arriving at the first landmark on the map, Which Way. They're traveling for 3 days. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I loved Leopold's reaction to Snapple's head blowing up. I bet you no one was expecting that to happen.
Nope.
We didn't even find out why. We just left.
I love it. Now you have a new teacher.
We'll find out.
It's great. I always just feel like we're missing the boat on everything. Like,
No, not really.
it's like, there's the alarm, everybody. Go find out what's going on. We're like,
No, but
No.
I mean, you guys aren't at a high enough like you're not known, like, so they're not going to tell you like the important stuff going on in this place, because it's like having a company president tell you everything that happens. They're not going to. It's a need to know basis. So that's kind of like the feel that you get when you're there. So you're not missing anything. These are just to, like, what the hell is that? Like, so now, things to remember, I guess I should say. Because you're not expected to be able to figure that out.
right.
Oh, it's fun. I know, I do that a lot where I throw things at people and there's, like, really no solution to it.
Yes,
And then
let's
players
bring
are
the
like,
guy.
what do we do?
Let's bring the parking maid in on the homicide investigation.
The parking maid?
Meter
See,
maid,
Kirsty?
whatever.
Bye, Christy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed immediately.
Yeah, I know. I'm exhausted too.
Great game, guys. That
Yeah,
was-
good game, everybody.
That was fun.
Alright,
Glad
bye,
we got to have
everybody.
it this week.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Why do you look confused, Fader?
I'm trying to figure out, because it occurred to me during the battle that it was only giving me a 1d6 sneak attack. So I'm trying to figure out how to change the formula on
Isn't
my
it a
second blade.
1d6?
No, at third level it goes up to 2d6 man, for sneak attack damage.
That's cool. Alright. Well, good luck with that.
So yeah. Alright.
Alright. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate your time. If you liked what you watched, you can catch my other games on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Feel free to join my Discord channel for updates. And it's been fun. See ya.